Hey, 7th graders, welcome to Monday's video lesson on week 25. We're continuing with these comparing variabilities of centers of data. So in today's lesson, we're going to be looking at two data sets and trying to figure out how much they vary from their middle. So let's take a look at the first one. Elena and Jada have been practicing free throws. They record the number of baskets they make out of 10 attempts. Here are their data sets for 12 practices. It asks us to find the mean for Jada and the mean for Elena, which means we are going to add all of these numbers together and divide by 12. When I add Jada's data, I get 72 and divide by 12, I get 6. When I add Elena, I get 60, divide by 12, and I get 5. Blank has the greater mean. The higher average would be Jada. They have the same blank. They both have the same mean absolute deviation. So each one of their data is about 2 away from their average. What is the difference of the means? So that means we subtract 6 minus 5, and that gives us 1. It's important here that we look at these two, even though their means are different, their mads are the same. So let's figure out how significant that difference in center is, or how much better Jada is. Her mean is higher, so let's figure out by how much. What is the difference of the means as a multiple of the mad? So meaning, their mads are 2. What can I multiply the mad by to give us the difference of the means, which is 1? If I solve this just like an equation, I would divide both sides by 2, and I would get x is equal to 1/2. Meaning, if I multiply the mad by the difference of the means, I'm going to get 1/2. Let's continue on and now look at two classes' test scores, Class A and Class B. Let's first find the mean by summing them and dividing by the number of tests. I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tests, so when we get our total, we're going to divide by 5. Our total is 420 divided by 5. The Class A's average is 84. Let's do for Class B now, add them, divide by 5. I get 445 divided by 5, which is an average of 89. So now let's take a look at the ranges of the two data sets. My highest score is 100 and my lowest score is 80, so my range is going to be 20. For Class B, my highest score is 99 and my lowest score is 79, and my range is going to be 10. Let's talk about why this is significant. Which one has the greater mean? The greater mean is Class B. What's the difference of the means? We're going to find the difference when we subtract. That gives us a difference of 5. The difference of our ranges is 20 minus 10, which gives us that difference of 10. So how is this data going to help us figure out which class did better? We know Class B has an average of 89, which is higher, and Class A has an average of 84, which is lower. So what is the difference of the means as a multiple of the range? We know that there is about a half times difference here. The difference of the means is 5, and the difference of the ranges is 10. So the ratio of 5 divided by 10 means we have the same exact ratio of 1/2 for the next one. Another way to think about this is the difference of the means is what times the difference of the range. So 5 is what times the difference of the range. So the difference of the range is 10. So to solve, I would just divide both sides by 10 and get x is equal to 5/10 or 1/2. Not bad. All right, 7th graders, this was super confusing. I suggest you just take things slow, ask questions where you can. This is something that might not make a bunch of sense to you, but it will as you get older. All right, 7th graders, reach out to your teachers if you have questions.